Beneath the Earth, there are mysterious worlds that not many people know about, from subterranean cities to hidden oases. Join me on unveiling 15 of the most incredible underworlds, starting with number 15, the Fato Caves. Between the Rif and the Middle Atlas mountain ranges in northern Morocco, just outside the ancient city of Taza, lies a subterranean wonder that's intrigued explorers for decades, the Fato Caves. It's known locally as Grate Fato. This extensive network of caves is not only one of the largest in North Africa, but also a mysterious underworld that continues to captivate. The caves are a sprawling labyrinth of subterranean passages, chambers, and caverns that plunge deep into the earth, reaching over 885 feet. Located near Taza, a city of historical significance, as a former capital during the Almohad and Marinid dynasties, the caves have long been a hidden gem for spelunkers and tourists. The journey to the caves is an adventure in itself, but once inside, visitors are greeted by a world sculpted over millennia by natural forces. The caves are adorned with calcium carbonate stalactites, some of which are large enough to resemble towering columns in vast underground cathedrals. The cave's true extent remains a subject of debate. While modern explorers have mapped significant portions of the system, many believe there are still undiscovered areas that could reveal even more about this hidden underworld. The first recorded exploration was conducted in 1930 by French speleologist Norbert Casseret, who descended to 480 feet. Later on, expeditions such as one by a team from Exeter University in 1969 unveiled additional chambers, which further expanded the known boundaries. The cave also offers a unique glimpse into the process that's shaped the region over millions of years. The underground river with its cool, clear water winds through the cavern, providing a lifeline into the subterranean ecosystem and adding to the cave's mystery. Number 14, Mammoth Cave. Mammoth Cave is located in central Kentucky. It's the longest cave system in the world. It spans over 400 miles of surveyed passageways. It's 100 miles longer than any other known cave system on the planet. This vast network of underground tunnels has been explored for thousands of years, with evidence suggesting that Native Americans began venturing into the cave as far back as 2,000 to 8,000 years ago. The depths of Mammoth Cave are a labyrinth of interconnected passages, chambers, and caverns. Some of these spaces are so narrow they require visitors to crawl and scramble to navigate through them. Its enormity is not just in its length, it plunges down deep beneath the earth, with layers upon layers of passageways stacked on top of each other. Inside the cave, though, visitors can find a wide array of geological formations, stalactites and stalagmites formed by the slow deposition of minerals over thousands of years, hang from the ceilings and rise from the floors. Some sections of the cave contain gypsum crystals, too, which sparkle in the dim light. There's also vast open spaces such as the Rotunda, a large circular chamber that served various purposes throughout history. Now, the history of human interaction with Mammoth Cave is as deep and complex as the cave itself. During the early 19th century, the cave was mined for saltpeter, a key ingredient in gunpowder. Later in the 1840s, parts of the cave was even used as a makeshift hospital for tuberculosis patients, who believed the cave's cool, stable air could cure them. In some areas, you can still see the remnants of this history, like in Gothic Avenue, where 19th century visitors left behind graffiti and built small stone monuments. The cave is primarily composed of limestone, which was laid down during the Mississippian period, around 350 million years ago, when the area was covered by a shallow sea. Over time, the sea receded, and the limestone was exposed to slightly acidic water, which slowly dissolved the rock and carved out the vast network of tunnels and chambers that we see today. Number 13, Ryusendo Cave. Ryusendo Cave, located in Iwate Prefecture in northern Japan, is one of the country's 3 largest limestone caverns. This subterranean marvel is a natural monument, recognized for its vast chambers, intricate formations, and stunning underwater lakes. Surveys of the cave began in 1920, and so far about 2 miles of the cave have been explored, with only half a mile accessible to the public. However, ongoing exploration suggests the cave may extend well beyond 3 miles. The cave is particularly famous for its series of underground lakes filled with some of the clearest water in the world. 8 lakes have been discovered within, fed by an underground river that flows continuously through the limestone bedrock. 3 of these lakes are part of the public tour, where submerged lighting brings out the breathtaking blues and greens of the water, a result of the limestone's natural filtration. One of the lakes, not accessible to visitors, reaches a depth of over 400 feet, making it the deepest underground lake in Japan. Visitors to Ryusendo are treated to a 30-minute tour through a network of elevated walkways, bridges, and stairs that guide them from the surface of the water to the cavern ceiling. The cave's environment is also home to several species of bats, including brown long-eared bats, eastern long-fingered bats, Hilgendorf's tube-nosed bats, and greater horseshoe bats. These bats, rare and specialized, add another layer of uniqueness of the underworld that exists within Ryusendo. Number 12. Chinhoyi Caves. The Chinhoyi Caves, located in north-central Zimbabwe, are a captivating limestone and dolomite cave system. Located just 84 miles northwest of the capital, Harare, these caves are part of the Chinhoyi Caves National Park, a hidden gem that offers visitors a glimpse into the underground world that extends far beyond what meets the eye. Upon entering the caves, visitors are immediately struck by the cool, damp air and the profound silence that envelops them. The main attraction here is the sleeping pool, a stunningly clear body of water that maintains a constant temperature between 72 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. The true extent of the Chinhoyi Caves does remain a mystery. Scuba divers have explored the pool's depths, reaching over 330 feet, and discovering submerged passages that connect various chambers. One of these passages links the Bat Cave, a subchamber of the Dark Cave, to the Blind Cave, revealing a complex network that stretches far beyond the accessible areas. The cave's remote location adds to its allure, as it's often uncrowded, allowing visitors to enjoy the serene beauty in solitude. The Chinhoyi Caves offers not just a glimpse into Zimbabwe's natural wonders, but also an invitation to explore one of the most enigmatic and uncharted underground landscapes on the planet. Number 11. Vortex Spring. Vortex Spring, located in the Florida Panhandle, defies the usual connotations associated with fresh water in the region. While many Floridians might associate fresh water with murky swamps, buzzing mosquitoes, and lurking alligators, Vortex Spring offers a refreshing contrast. This spring is a pristine oasis continually fed by a cool underground river that keeps its waters clear and inviting. The most captivating aspect here lies beneath the surface, where a vast underwater cavern system stretches deep. This cavern, carved out of the limestone bedrock, begins just 58 feet below the surface and extends for over 1,600 feet. Though professional exploration has mapped out about 1,642 feet of the cave, experts believe the cave system likely continues even further. Formed over thousands of years, the Vortex Spring cave system is a product of natural erosion where slightly acidic groundwater slowly dissolves the limestone. The constant flow of fresh water not only keeps the spring clear, but also creates a uniquely hospitable environment for diving, free from the hazards typically found in underwater caves. For these reasons, Vortex Spring has become a premier destination for both professional and amateur cave divers. The spring is a popular training facility, offering courses that range from beginner lessons to advanced cave diving certifications. Divers can explore the cavern down to a depth of 115 feet, navigating through its passages and marveling at the geological formations. Beyond that depth, though, the cave extends further, reaching a maximum depth of 310 feet, though the deeper sections are barricaded for safety to prevent inexperienced divers from venturing too far. The cave system, with its extensive, uncharted passages, holds the promise of discovery and adventure, making it a magnet for those who seek to push the boundaries of underwater exploration. Despite its popularity, the full extent of the Vortex Spring cave system may never be fully mapped, leaving a sense of mystery and wonder for future generations of divers. Number 10. Mova Cave. Mova Cave, located in Romania, presents a unique and isolated ecosystem that's remained largely unchanged for millions of years. Discovered in 1986, this subterranean wonder is a biological treasure trove, offering a rare glimpse into life forms that have evolved in complete isolation from the outside world. Mova Caves lies beneath a barren plain in southeastern Romania near the Black Sea coast. The cave is relatively shallow, with most of its chambers and passages lying just a few hundred feet below the surface. Now, despite its unassuming location, the cave has an environment unlike any other on Earth. It was formed approximately 5.5 million years ago during the Miocene epoch, a time of significant geological and climatic changes. The cave is primarily composed of limestone, and its formation is believed to have involved the slow dissolution of the rock by acidic water, creating a network of chambers and tunnels. Now, what sets the cave system apart from other caves is its completely sealed environment, which has resulted in the evolution of a unique ecosystem. The air inside the cave is drastically different from the Earth's atmosphere, containing only about 10% oxygen compared to the usual 21%. The cave air also has elevated levels of carbon dioxide and methane, as well as traces of ammonia and hydrogen sulfide. These conditions would be lethal to most surface-dwelling organisms, yet the cave is home to a thriving community of life forms. Human tenants need not apply. The cave hosts about 48 known species, of which 33 are endemic, meaning they're found nowhere else on Earth. These organisms include spiders, scorpions, snails, insects, and leeches, many of which have evolved unique adaptations to survive in the cave's conditions. The food chain here in Mova Cave is based on chemosynthesis rather than photosynthesis. Chemosynthetic bacteria oxidize sulfur and methane to produce organic matter, forming the base of the ecosystem. This microbial mat is then consumed by various invertebrates, which are then preyed upon by larger species, maintaining a delicate ecological balance. Number 9. The Caves of Nottingham. Beneath the bustling city of Nottingham lies an extensive and ancient underworld, comprising over 800 caves, tunnels, and passageways carved into the soft sandstone. These subterranean spaces have been integral to the city's history, with more being discovered every year, adding to the allure of Nottingham's hidden world. Nottingham's deep connection to its underground labyrinth dates back to ancient times. The city's oldest recorded name, Tiguocobuac, is believed to translate to Place of Caves in the pre-Roman British language, a fitting name given the vast network of caves beneath the city. Nottingham sits atop a ridge of soft sandstone hills which have been naturally eroded by the River Leen and River Trent, forming low cliff faces. Now, the Caves of Nottingham have served many purposes throughout history. They've been used as workplaces, such as the medieval tannery found beneath Broadmarsh Center, a shopping mall. Some caves were homes, providing shelter and security. Others, like the secret passages and tunnels beneath Castle Rock, were designed for stealth and protection. Over the centuries, these caves have also functioned as storerooms, brew houses, dungeons, and even air raid shelters during the Nottingham Blitz of World War II. The city is peppered with small, often unnoticed doors and gates that serve as access points to this subterranean world. Now, there's a Nottingham Cave survey, which is an ongoing project by researchers at Nottingham University, which aims to digitally map the entire cave system. Now, this effort's led to the discovery of new caves, some of which were found beneath private homes. Many residents have been surprised to learn that their basements or gardens contain hidden entrances to previously unknown sections of this underground maze. As recently as 2017, a group of students living on Mansfield Road stumbled upon a set of steps in their cellar leading down into an unexplored void beneath the city streets, highlighting just how much of Nottingham's underworld remains hidden. But one of the most famous and accessible parts of this underground network is the Broadmarsh Caves, which operates as a visitor attraction under the name City of Caves. It's located beneath the soon-to-be-demolished Broadmarsh Center. This site offers guided tours that take visitors through a medieval tannery carved into the sandstone, the remnants of a medieval slum, and one of the city's main sandstone air raid shelters. These tours provide a glimpse into the lives of those who once lived and worked in Nottingham's underground spaces. Number 8. Benagil Caves. Located on Portugal's southern coastline, the Benagil Caves are a stunning example of natural sea grottos, a type of cave formed by the action of waves against the coast. These caves are carved into the cliffs by the pounding Atlantic Ocean, creating a series of hollowed-out chambers, tunnels, and openings. A grotto, in geological terms, refers to a small, picturesque cave, especially one found near water. The Benagil Caves, however, are far more than just small hideaways. They're part of an extensive system that showcases the forces of erosion and time. Now, what makes these caves particularly unique is their spectacular skylight, often referred to as the Eye. Unlike many other grottos in the area, the Benagil Cave is illuminated by natural sunlight, which pours in through this circular opening at the top. The formation of the Eye is a result of erosion from both the sea at the base and rainfall from above, which gradually caused the softer limestone to collapse. Inside the cave is another feature that sets it apart, a wide, sandy beach. This beach is isolated from the outside world, accessible only by water, and the easiest way to visit the cave is by boat, and during the high tourist season, numerous boat tours pass through the cave on a daily basis. However, only those arriving by kayak or stand-up paddleboard are permitted to land on the beach itself, as swimming into the cave is not recommended due to the strong waves and heavy boat traffic. Despite its popularity, though, the cave retains a sense of mystery with its hidden beach, the play of light through the eye, and the knowledge that these formations are the result of thousands of years of natural processes. The best time to visit here is in the morning, when the sunlight enters the cave at the perfect angle, illuminating the interior in a golden glow. This is also when the cave is a bit less crowded, allowing for more tranquil experiences. However, the natural surroundings of this region, including the narrow roads and limited parking, reminds visitors that this area wasn't originally designed to handle large numbers of people. Number 7. The Gloworm Tunnel. The Gloworm Tunnel, officially known as the Metropolitan Tunnel, is not part of a natural cave system, but rather a man-made structure that nature has reclaimed over time. Located in the rugged terrain of New South Wales in Australia, this abandoned railway tunnel has been transformed into a strange yet enchanting world. Constructed in the 1880s as part of a railway line, the tunnel stretches for about 2,000 feet through solid rock. Now, its primary purpose was to facilitate the transportation of shale oil from the mines to the main railway network. However, the tunnel's operational life was short-lived, as it was closed in 1915 due to the buildup of soot and smoke, which made it hazardous. Over the years, the tunnel was largely forgotten, with one end sealed off to create a reservoir and the north entrance becoming blocked by debris and vegetation. The passageway, filled with stagnant water and nearly hidden by thick layers of greenery, was left to decay. However, in 1995, the tunnel was drained and partially cleared, revealing a fascinating natural transformation. The tunnel's dark, damp environment proved to be an ideal habitat for a colony of glowworms, which took up residence on the tunnel's roof. These glowworms emit a soft blue-green bioluminescence that lights up the tunnel like a starry sky. Today, the colony is one of the largest in New South Wales, drawing visitors who come to witness this otherworldly spectacle. While despite the tunnel being partially cleared, it remains prone to some flooding, especially after heavy rains. On such days, a small waterfall often forms at the entrance, and adventurous visitors can sometimes be seen floating through the tunnel on pool floats or inflatable canoes. As they paddle deeper into the tunnel, the glowworm's light becomes increasingly visible, creating a surreal experience that feels like venturing into a hidden world where the natural meets the unnatural. Number 6. Kango Caves. The Kango Caves is a sprawling network of limestone caverns located near the town of Outram in the Western Cape province of South Africa. These caves are located at the foothills of the Swartberg Range, and they're among the country's most well-known and frequently visited natural attractions. They extend for over 2.5 miles, though only about a quarter of this system is accessible to visitors. These caves have a long history of human interaction, with evidence of use dating back to the Middle and later Stone Ages. Cave paintings and artifacts found within them suggest that they were significant to early humans, long before they were rediscovered in modern times. In 1780, a local farmer stumbled upon the caves, entering what is now known as the Van Ziel Hall, a chamber as long as a football field. Over the following years, further exploration led to the discovery of additional chambers, making the caves a popular destination. The caves are composed of Precambrian limestone, a geological formation that dates back more than 1 billion years. These caves were formed by the slow process of limestone erosion by water over millions of years, creating a complex system of tunnels and chambers. The caves have been the subject of scientific interest since at least the 19th century, with Dr. Andrew Smith visiting in 1829 to study the unique features. More formal excavations began in the 1930s, uncovering a wealth of stone artifacts and other cultural materials that provided insight into the prehistoric uses. Explorations of the caves continued throughout the 20th century, with discoveries being made in the 1970s. One of the most notable discoveries was Kango 3, a previously unknown section of the caves that was accessed by draining an underwater passage. The largest chamber within the cave, stretching about 980 feet, is one of the many features that draws visitors from around the world. The visitors can explore the open sections through guided tours, which provide a glimpse into this subterranean world of ancient rock formations, hidden passages, and the echoes of early humans. Number 5. Batu Caves. The Batu Caves are situated about 7 miles north of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. This cave system is known for its religious, historical, and cultural significance. It's composed of several caves and cavernous chambers, with the most notable being the Temple Cave. To reach this, you've got to ascend a staircase of 272 steps. It's an important pilgrimage site for Hindus, particularly during a festival which attracts the largest crowds each year. The caves feature a variety of chambers and tunnels, with the temple cave being the largest and most prominent. The main chamber stretches approximately 1,200 feet in length and rises to a height of 30 feet. In addition to the main cave, there are smaller ones and a gallery situated at a higher elevation, which is mostly open to the sky. The Fato Caves were first documented in 1859 by zoologist William Temple Hornady. At the time, the caves were popular among British colonists for recreational activities such as picnicking. In 2006, a monumental 140-foot statue of the Hindu deity Murugan was added at the base of the stairs. The caves are known well for their role in the Thaipusam festival, an annual Hindu celebration observed in January or February. The Fato Caves are also known for their resident colonies of long-tailed macaque monkeys. These monkeys are a common sight around the caves and are known to interact with visitors, sometimes taking items such as sunglasses or even snacks. The site has become a vibrant blend of religious devotion, cultural celebration, and natural wonder, making it a unique and multifaceted destination. Number 4. Dudwala Caves. Located in Mpumalanga in South Africa, the Dudwala Caves are recognized as the oldest known caves in the world. Stretching over several miles, the cave system reveals a remarkable history that spans millions of years. The caves began forming about 240 million years ago during a period which Africa was still part of the supercontinent Gondwana, which also includes present-day South America, Arabia, Madagascar, India, Australia, and even Antarctica. The speleothems within the caves started forming between 140 to 200 million years ago. Now, these formations continue to grow at a rate of about 1 inch per century, illustrating the ongoing geological activity within the caves. The largest chamber here is known as the P.R. Owen Hall. It's 230 feet in diameter and 121 feet high. This chamber is named after Philippus Rudolph Owen, who played a significant role in the modern history of the caves. Evidence of early human activity here dates back about 1.8 million years to the time of the Homo habilis, one of the earliest members of the genus Homo. Excavations have uncovered primitive stone tools and artifacts from several thousand years BC, some of which are displayed near the cave entrance. The natural features of the cave, including a fresh water source and ample space for food and cattle storage, made them an ideal stronghold. Since the 1970s, the caves have been adapted for modern use. The main chamber, the P.R. Owen Hall, has been converted into a concert hall capable of seating about 500 people. The chamber's excellent acoustics and comfortable temperature, attributed to the natural airflow, make it a unique venue. That airflow, the origin of which remains a mystery, also played a crucial role in preserving the caves during historical sieges. The cave system's extensive network, with remarkable speleothem structures such as Samson's Pillar, the Rocket, and the Screaming Monster, offer a glimpse into the natural processes that have shaped the caves over the millions of years. Number 3. Khao Yai National Park. The Bat Caves of Khao Yai National Park, located in Thailand, present a remarkable natural phenomenon. These caves are located on the edge of Khao Yai National Park, which is the second largest national park in Thailand and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The caves are a part of a unique karst landscape, and their erosion has carved out an extensive network of tunnels and chambers within the cliffs, creating an ideal environment for bats. Each evening, as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, the Bat Caves come alive with the activities of thousands of bats. The spectacle begins with a slow emergence, where a trickle of small black shapes gradually transforms into a massive flowing river of bats. The caves themselves house a significant population, which have adapted to this environment over time. The constant movement of the bats creates a dynamic spectacle, with raptors sometimes seen and congregating on the cave entrance, waiting for an opportunity to catch an easy meal as the bats exit. In the local area, some bat caves are revered and respected by villagers, and even honored by monks. Statues of Buddha seated in the lotus position are placed near these caves, reflecting the integration of natural and spiritual elements in local culture. The park's extensive network of trails and observation points allows for safe and respected viewing of the bat activity without disturbing their natural routines. Number 2. Sondung Cave. Hong Song-dung, translating to Mountain River Cave, is renowned as the world's largest cave. Its scale is so large that it could accommodate a modern skyscraper and features its very own small jungle in there. It's located near the Vietnam-Laos border. This extraordinary cave represents one of nature's most impressive subterranean formations. The cave was initially discovered in 1991 by a local man named Ho Kan. Although initially intimidated by the sounds of the fast-moving underground river and the substantial vertical drop, he didn't further investigate the cave. It wasn't until 2008 that the entrance was rediscovered, when Khan mentioned his earlier find to members of the British Cave Research Association. In 2009, an expedition led by Howard Limbert conducted an extensive survey of the cave system. The cave is believed to be between 2 to 5 million years old. Its formation resulted from the dissolution of limestone by acidic groundwater. The cave stretches for about 5.5 miles and also includes notable features such as the Great Wall of Vietnam, a 200-foot-high flowstone-coated wall where the explorers encountered during their initial survey. The main passage is over 3 miles long, 660 feet high, and 490 feet wide. Its cross-sectional area is approximately twice that of the next largest cave passage, Deer Cave in Malaysia. But one of Han Song-dung's most remarkable features is the small jungle that's formed within a collapsed section of the cave. The roof collapsed, allowing enough light to enter, enabling vegetation to grow, and today this subterranean jungle supports various forms of wildlife, including hornbills, flying foxes, and even monkeys. In 2013, tours here began offering visitors a chance to explore and camp within the cave. But recent developments have revealed that Han Song-dung is connected by underground rivers to a nearby cave called Hang Tong, potentially increasing the cave's volume by over 57 million cubic feet. Number 1. Fingles Cave. Fingles Cave, located on the uninhabited island of Staffa in the Inner Hebrides of Scotland, is renowned for its striking natural beauty. This sea cave, known for its impressive formations and historical references, offers a glimpse into the intriguing intersection of natural wonder and human imagination. The cave stands 72 feet tall and extends 270 feet deep. Its most remarkable feature is its interior walls composed of hexagonal basalt columns. These columns, formed from ancient lava flows, created a dramatic visual effect. This basalt formation resulted from the cooling and fracturing of volcanic lava approximately 60 million years ago. The cave was a notable site for ancient Celtic peoples who referred to it as Uam Bin, meaning the Cave of Melody. This designation reflects the cave's acoustic properties, which create a unique auditory experience. And according to Celtic legend, Fingles Cave and the Giant's Causeway in Ireland are remnants of a bridge built by the giant Finn MacCool. This mythical bridge was said to connect Ireland with Scotland for a duel between Finn and his rival Benadonner. The geological fact that both sites share a similar basalt column formation aligns with this legend's narrative. Fingles Cave was rediscovered in 1772 by naturalist Sir Joseph Banks. At that time, Fingal was a popular epic poem by Irish poet James Macpherson. Inspired by the poem, Banks named the cave Fingles Cave, linking its name to the legendary Irish giant. The cave also gained significant attention from Romantic-era artists and musicians. Composer Felix Mendelssohn, deeply moved by the cave, composed the Hebrides Overture, also known as Fingles Cave. In 1832, Mendelssohn's overture premiered in London, capturing the cave's awe-inspiring nature through music. The cave's allure continued through literary and popular culture. Renowned figures such as William Wordsworth, John Keats, Lord Tennyson, and Queen Victoria visited the cave, cementing its status as a cultural landmark. Even French writer Jules Verne, known for his adventurous novels, also acknowledged the cave in his works. In modern times, Fingles Cave has maintained a bunch of its significance. The iconic rock band Pink Floyd referenced the cave in one of their early unreleased songs, and additionally artist Matthew Barney included the cave in his Cremaster cycle, demonstrating its ongoing influence in contemporary art. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you to our channel members.